you'll know what I'm talking about. All right? So, in order to understand something spiritually, you must experience it. And the only way you can experience it is in this body of yours. This is where your feelings take place. So you must be able and willing to assume the feeling of your wish already fulfilled. You have to feel it in your body. You can't, it isn't just something that you can say and talk over and discuss with your therapist and write about it and so on. You have to assume, you have to feel this thing. And I wrote out a few really important things to you because this is how your subconscious mind gets programmed. Here's another one. Every feeling that you have, feeling of love, feeling of joy, feeling of sadness, feeling of peace, feeling of happiness, every feeling that you have makes a subconscious impression. And unless it is counteracted by a more powerful feeling of an opposite nature, it must therefore be expressed. The dominant of two feelings is the one expressed. I am healthy is a stronger feeling than I will be healthy. To feel I will be is to confess I am not. I am is stronger than I am not. What you feel you are always dominates what you feel you would like to be. Therefore, to be realized, the wish must be felt as a state that is, rather than a state that is not. Okay? So, whether he says, whether you wish to manifest an association, a feeling of love with it, or impress that feeling in the universal subconscious mind, it will do the rest. Let me just talk for a few moments here about the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind of yours that drives your life, that is your habitual mind, I wrote about in Excuses Be Gone. This subconscious mind of yours cannot make a distinction between what it is that you feel in your body as a result of what you've placed in your imagination and decided to feel. It's impersonal. It just accepts that as what you want. And when it accepts it as what you want, it will unite with the universal subconscious mind, God, and begin to provide for you experiences that match up to what you feel. And it can't make a distinction between what you feel as a result of what you have placed in your imagination or what you feel as a result of your daily experiences in your life. It can't make a distinction between that. So you're feeling something happy, feeling something successful, feeling something loving. Your subconscious mind says, so this is what you want, and as you'll see in just a moment when we get to the fifth step, it will awaken you to a place where you'll begin to attract into your life whatever you are feeling within your body. So, assuming the feeling of a wish being fulfilled is really a retraining of the habitual mind of yours that goes through its days doing ordinary things. And I'm asking you to get to a place where you do extraordinary things, where you live from this higher level of consciousness. Because the fourth of these principles is, I call it your attention please in the book. And this is, where do you place your attention? Okay? The lady who just found out that she has cancer. The lady who had the stroke over here. The lady over here who has diabetes. Whatever it might be. Myself up here with this diagnosis of leukemia. And those of you looking for a job, those of you not being able to have the kind of relationship that you would like to have, whatever it might be. As you get good at this, you begin to realize that there's attention will come into your worldview from all different ways. So the attention that comes your way will come from the television set, it'll come from your parents, it'll come from your children, it'll come from your eyes and your ears, your senses. And so as this information comes into you about what you can do about cancer, or what you can do about getting a job, or what you can, there's subjective and there's objective attention. Objective attention is the kind of attention that means that when this subject matter comes up about what it is you want to manifest, what you want to attract into your life, when this subject matter comes up, you allow yourself to be objectified by it and instantly say, oh my God, this is incurable. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have sent me things off of the internet telling me about CLL and how it's incurable and nobody's been cured from it and so on. So what do I do with that information? What do I place that attention? Because your awareness is when you place your attention on what you passionately believe in, you become it. That's how I became St. Francis. That's how I became Lao Tzu. So what you want to do is ignore that information that comes to you that's in conflict with what you have placed into your imagination, what you're already living from, and what you're already feeling within your body, and push it aside and go to subjective attention. And what is the subjective attention that you send me something off the internet that says, this leukemia is incurable, and I've got that information, and if I buy into that and place that immediately, I have eliminated my manifesting possibilities. I've now gone back to, oh my God, this is incurable. I better get that transfusion that they want to have me do, or that the chemo that they want to give me, or whatever it is. Versus, I've already placed into my imagination, which is where all things are created, and which is where God is. I am well. I am content. I am happy. I am perfect health. And that's what I do with that information. And I judge how well I'm doing in my life on the basis of how I feel, rather than what is written out on some report or what the numbers say. So therefore, I don't look at the numbers any longer. I don't go in for them. I'm not interested in what they say. I don't care what the white blood count is. It is of no concern to me whatsoever. I came into this world when I was called to be here. Who I am is infinite. Cancer is not something that I can have, and I will leave exactly on time. I may already know that life itself is a sexually transmitted terminal disease. Up here saying that I'm going to live forever and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to say to you that every day that I have is going to be lived from the perspective of I am God, I am well, I am perfect health, and I am continuing on this journey that God has placed me on. That's where I am. Okay? So that's the important thing, your attention, please. And now, the most important thing I say to you as you get ready to leave tonight. I call this in the book, Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep. And what I want to tell you is the last 5 minutes that you are awake are the most important 5 minutes of your day. The last 5 minutes before you go to sleep at night, you want to understand that you are you're going to go into a state of unconsciousness when you sleep. Your subconscious mind is most at home and most comfortable when you are unconscious. You are about to marinate for the next 8 hours in your subconscious mind. This subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what you are placing into it as a result of you reusing your I amness, or what is happening in your life on a daily basis that you, as an ordinary person, have come to believe you can't do anything about. So you do not want to spend the last 5 minutes of your day going over all of the things that didn't work, all of the things that pissed you off, all of the things that should have happened but didn't, all of the people who misused you or didn't trust you, all of the people who screwed over you. You don't want to do that, because what you're doing is telling your subconscious mind, which will then unite with the universal one subconscious mind and offer you up exactly what it is that you were placing in there. What you want to do with these last 5 minutes of your day before you're about to marinate for 8 hours in your subconscious mind is to program it to what it is